A little boy has written a heartbreaking letter to Father at Christmas, pleading with him to safely return his dog after it was swiped by callous thieves. Edward later was devastated when his best friend Morse was stolen by an opportunistic couple who picked up the border terrier when it escaped from his home. The top's parents spent 24 hours searching for the 9-month-old pooch before receiving a call from a woman about his disappearance. She said she saw Morse being bundled into a pickup truck. The family, who live in Kent, launched an appeal for the thieves to return Morse home in time for Christmas. They are pleading with the dog snatchers to leave the canine tied up outside a shop or anonymously return him to a vet. Now little Edward, who turns 3 on Saturday, has written to Santa in the hope he will help bring his beloved pet back for Christmas Day. His dad Richard, 40, helped the heartbroken youngster pen the letter, which has been posted to Lapland. I just want one present for Christmas this year, my dog Morse back. I've been a very good boy all year. Thank you, Edward, age 2 3/4. The lovable youngster has been out and about in his home village of Marden, helping his mum and dad put up missing posters with pictures of Morse on. Richard, a West End theatre carpenter, said his boy had been heartbroken by the theft of Morse, who was named after 43-year-old Amanda's favourite television detective, played by the late John Thaw. At first we really tried to play it down to Edward, almost ignoring the fact that Morse was not in the house. We said he was on an adventure and would be back soon. But of course he started asking, where is Morse? Has he gone to the beach? It's heartbreaking to hear him say it. They are such good pals, and he's really missing Morse. It was Edward's idea to write to Santa, and hopefully writing the letter to Father Christmas will just give us the happy ending we are so desperate for. The family brought Morse home earlier this year, and he was cherished by them all. Silly little things affect us, like walking up the stairs and expecting to trip over him, or turning round to give him a little piece of chicken as a treat and remembering he has gone, said Richard. Christmas is going to be tough without him, he added. Morse is so very, very friendly. He will go up and say hello to absolutely anybody. But he was a bit of an escape artist, unfortunately, and was able to dig himself out under the garden fence, but he'd never got very far before now. Normally I found him on the road outside, or once a couple spotted him and read his tag and called us to say that they'd found him and could we come to collect him. The pooch disappeared last Wednesday just before 11 a.m. Edward's parents believe he was nabbed within 5 minutes of escaping just 80 yards from their garden and took to social media to help trace him. The witness who rang the family said she'd seen a man putting Morse into a blue or grey Hilux type pickup truck, but unfortunately her dashcam wasn't working. She said the man got out and told her he knew the owner and was planning to return the dog. There were several other cars which had to stop behind the truck. They were practically stopped in the middle of the road, so people will have seen what was going on, said Richard. The woman who phoned us had stopped her car as she had seen Morse running down the road and was going to pick him up. Almost in the same moment the chap got out of the Hilux type truck and picked him up, saying, "Don't worry, the dog belongs to a friend of ours." "We will take it back to them." It was outrageous nerve from the man. "I just feel a bit better knowing that Morse is not out in the cold, running scared around the countryside." It was only after about 5 minutes of calling for him that I started to worry that something might not be right. I phoned some family members to ask them to help me look for him, and after about 45 minutes I was really starting to panic. We phoned the police who, at that stage, told us to get in touch with the local dog warden and the kennels in the area. Richard appealed directly to the dog nappers to do the right thing for his boy. "I don't really care what your motive was for taking Morse, but please just release him. Just take him to a vet's anonymously, or even just tie him up outside a shop and walk away, and a passerby will see him and hand him in."